His life reflects struggle, discipline, sacrifice, and the conscious rejection of tyranny in favor of republican government. Early life and formation of character, 1732 to 1753. George Washington was born on February 22, 1732, in Westmoreland County, Virginia, into a planter family of moderate wealth. His father, Augustine Washington, died when George was 11, forcing him to mature early. Unlike many founding fathers, Washington did not receive formal university education. Instead, he learned through self-discipline, observation, and experience. As a teenager, Washington trained as a surveyor, mapping frontier lands in Virginia. This profession hardened him physically, sharpened his judgment, and exposed him to the realities of colonial expansion. The frontier taught him leadership, patience, and the value of land, an asset that later made him wealthy and politically influential. Early military experience, lessons through failure, 1753 to 1763. Washington's military career began during the French and Indian War, a global conflict between Britain and France. At just 21 years old, he was sent by Virginia's governor to deliver a warning to French forces in the Ohio Valley. In 1754, Washington suffered a humiliating defeat at Fort Necessity, where he was forced to surrender. This experience deeply shaped him. Unlike many leaders, Washington learned from failure, developing caution, strategic patience, and respect for logistics, traits that later defined his revolutionary leadership. By the end of the war, Washington had gained invaluable military experience, but also resentment toward British officers who looked down on colonial commanders. Political awakening and resistance to British rule, 1763 to 1775. After the war, Washington married Martha Dandridge Custis, a wealthy widow, which significantly increased his status and wealth. He became a respected member of the Virginia House of Burgesses. British policies such as the Stamp Act and taxation without representation slowly transformed Washington from a loyal British subject into a quiet revolutionary. Unlike radical figures, Washington was conservative by nature, but once convinced that liberty was threatened, his commitment became absolute. Commander of the American Revolution, 1775 to 1783. In 1775, the Second Continental Congress appointed Washington Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army. He inherited a poorly trained, underpaid, and divided force facing the world's strongest empire. Washington's genius was not in tactical brilliance, but in strategic endurance. He understood that victory did not require defeating Britain outright, only
among states. Service, strength, and national unity, and first President of the United States. Served to term 1789-1797.
Thanks for watching our video.